and crying Kessben 92.9. Emrason say yede midfield action no ebro baby will be a midweek edition of midfield action. Yina no yasaba betra anopai edifo frokra ebrema godie munsem mo bia chi mo nyina kwaba eba ene anopai program yi esudumenu so mo nyina no alibaba dankambari ba betra se na odi eye breaking news no atoaso ententemede ama yina Tony Montana transe anopai bia odi foreign stories no mitidu na yemrefi behede koso enso ewofie fa also de beka ho na Jumano NCP Mr. Mo Facebook Kessben FM so be kan live ewo Facebook na mfoni ahodo a ejo Kessben TV so ni nyina mo so matimi I enjoy no live ewo Facebook Kessben FM no eso Tony Edi ebeko one building yako hede ekoso akansi ekoso sanso eno de ebe wura transfer stories ahodo bebre emu news ahodo free clubs no emu tichiru enra Euro 2020 matches ebaso ehifo ena Efrim ehifo ena a qualify ekobo de friend quarter finals no fallout omo want me anko quarter finals no nsembebrebe French national team no mu enye asem ketu akra Tony so nim de esi adena bi o mame Veronique o kachre Mbappe abusuafo se omuntu omba no fu Kofina onye less arrogant. It's easy gra.
But Mbappe is arrogant.
Man for chess as he run the muka kra.
No football.
Say homasoka kra wo mu.
Football no say do baby sir. Say penalty no say na kobasa.
Yeah.
When we start ball but we do certain level obviously confidence beba.
Yeah.
So confidence no ebasa people may try to misinterpret that into way.
So na say man for bi so hu no. I say run the muka.
But it me enumerated the
why anti okay ntini nyina no eno no say nyese yare dia no kan ha keke Veronique so hu adona bi ma me so hu ka kire ne parent no when you are oside to ma Paul Pogba enso ni na busuafo
so Pogba so no
enye easy o ma me bu ofu papa
na eda bi ono no say penalty so anko no so dey na be ka kire no so
okay enti fallout ni nyina no Tony Abobo no de brain sanso enenra mighty Germany and so akoka omo film no eho say I say tournament no kofi mu giant ni nyina film
so to be the particular season ya na timi piece
yeah
so Ghana League season timi pass abon say unexpected be no na bibia si sa na ya na tie maybe ebo championship na Monaco ni Porto na final so we na kasi fo nyina teku Sana European Championship we nanu yekoya Portugal mu na koje so we hwema na nkan omom de squad ba sanyi wono nti we no me fi say I'm sure the kwan na England and Belgium I hear am ka kokofana but my surprise package so far is Ukraine and I'm happy with Andriy Shevchenko so what take team no we take commentators now so a modern day coach and thereby Ukraine has never ever qualify for the knockout stages of such competition. In teachers say, "Look, the way that no, the way the achievement." England. When I say England, today I was scanning through the Sun. While some reporting England win, it just say only the report to my Ukraine. Said the share winning go no. Said deep brevas and one share winning go no. Where ye sports Brazil. Yeah. So on
football no.
Joe quality say can be people. Did you see Zinchenko Manchester City player no? She be about Manchester City but look at impact or Ukraine team no. Oh quality na Joe no matter position how to me dead. And I think he was the man of the match if I'm not wrong.
Go for example introduction here discussions
now we me call no many aji because me that we rest to do but to do call no many aji into
ba me more actually at the grant ma ora ho ene anope Tony Montana transe nyame eboa efiada na quarter finals no sai ashase na Switzerland nyasem kitu akra Tony omni hifo and ebo quarter finals no Switzerland and Spain right and Belgium and so and Italy and they tie so the fiada and sana memenda the other quarter final matches no and so abaso okay Tony atrase Mula or said it hurts like hell
Thomas
I
bono said no better than
the whole nation down too bad Montana
I would be a good morning
Koso.
Okay.
Opa ye nwi.
Men try cry.
Yeah.
Men try.
Yanko.
Yeah, met Tiffany for Quapa near her in some echo so uncle for across make out say when you Johnny Echo Facebook Kessben FM on Facebook, Kessben FM on Facebook, all like yeah. Now we'll share ammonia and so Enyakonya and so at me I have been tea and crying in important 2.9 Kumasi Ashanti and beyond the Kessben 3.3. Yeah, in summer ACC Ewamandia, yeah, shall send free one board ne ho and I tell Jimmy the my pinso and na a day 2 stadiums in 39 year old Serena Williams and so I could print another one bang me to me every draw. Yentie na yehwe ne makakra etimi cause Serena Williams ni injury no.
Oh dear. Oh no.
But now it looks like that dream is becoming a bit of a nightmare.
Oh dear.
And it looks like that's it. She's given it everything. What a shame. Was that a last goodbye?
Serena Williams oba penny 39 year old say or chasing 24th Grand Slam say kwakoya din pass betimi akache Margaret Thatcher na enye easy crasa enti eno na Serena so etimi retire injury ntino enya dia tournament no so etimi eto so ye kwa mema no enso afeman na Kejos so etimi epone de ono enso ene Frenchman Ugo we near a 64 46 36 61 and then I'm 69 Nick and so etim a progress afterwards no and also organizers no one more and a court na say grass no level no or so too much accompaniment no or no and so etim extra goal na ye free hold ya yen trust ne ko Roger Federer so aso ye Roger Federer and so etim qualify second round no or no and so ekon adia konanim and no on Adrian Mariano neko boy Emma Mariano and so enya injury or no and so etim retire man said the Roger Federer or no and so etim qualify yenko Euros no Germany Edinson Seme England Esoma Kamenua omo enso anti or Wembley na after the game English fans no almost say the trophy no once again ebefi yentie na ehwen sama English fans no enra almost the tujwa.
Just the way that they played tonight, it was like, you know, England showed up this evening.
I cannot explain that. I did not expect, I hoped, and I'm over the moon. Over the moon!
It's coming up! It's coming! Football's coming up! It's coming up!
What a game, what an atmosphere, it was brilliant. Just no one left the stadium at the end of the game. Everyone wanted to stay for more, it was brilliant.
Poor first 65 minutes, sideways, backwards as always. Grealish came on, changed the game. Lovely. Thank you very much. Rome, here we come.
Definitely probably the best in our lifetime anyway. But yeah, but that's it now, it's coming home, isn't it?
Absolutely sensational performance of the boys. Lads, we're so proud of you. It's coming out!
Any gen more celebration no kwabrane ne to na hwewiem no di nyame aye eno acha samanfo nso etimi IFF bia omo enso etimi celebration na the special one Jose manager Edema AS Roma before the game or predicted say England ebe she 2-1 eno akwa 2-0 after the game Jose any talk sports ekasa so say the England for ebetimi akasa trophy no ebefi.
I watched the game that I was expecting to watch, you know. A big game. Honestly, the geometry was there, the duels were there, both teams respecting each other a lot, but England, in my opinion, very, very solid, very compact. And, you know, in the right moment. Couldn't be in a better moment to do it with 10 minutes to go, and then the little bit of luck that you need in the crucial moments with that Thomas Muller face to face with Pickford. But I'm really happy for Southgate. I'm really happy for the players. I'm really happy for the England fans, because it's a great moment. And you know, I'm singing a little bit "Is Coming Home," but it's just a kind of a show my happiness, because he's not yet coming home the same way. England needs balance in the bad moments. England also needs balance in the good moments, and the same way media is very critic in the bad moments. We have to be balanced now.
Nkano also say the England for no omo enso eyade eno Thomas Muller osai 1-on-1 eno ono so antimi anteka na England for eto aso anyam second goal so nani ajepa e de ama England is coming home no possible the so still omo entwentwen so kakra we ene futu adwose enso edma England say omo enfine a balance ko ba seniema enso antimi amfa no mkora fa na match no omo kwakobo Rome and a match say it's coming home. Yes, sir, it's coming home. It's headline no and I show live or Kessben FM on Facebook and a Kessben television. So now Sergio Adamfo, Rantman, Charlie Stan supporter na obesi UK no or India media na enna or Nigeria because England and so etima progress. So here draw na man focus Portugal, Germany, Hungary and the France group of this said here omunyana no akwakoda. Yentin sama Rantman ono so dia tuja.
England has beaten Germany. England has beaten Germany. What? England has beaten Germany. Day before yesterday, Portugal out. Yesterday, France out. Today, Germany out. Group of death. Completely shattered and wiped out of the Euros. Group of death, so-called group of death. I think playing the group matches, whole group were drinking Coca-Cola and became completely dead only. That's it. They became completely dead. Oh my God. Last time England beat Germany was in 1966. 1966, I think that was the World Cup. 1966 World Cup that one was. That was the last time England beat Germany. Before the match, nobody, even if they were English or whether be it German or be it any football fan, if they would have said that England is going to beat Germany,
Rantman or Indian or supported Chelsea no base for you can enra or no answer any John so must say the so-called group of devs they said yeah or when you answer a team France a film Germany a film Portugal a film and after Hungary answer a team everyone now our England gamer and no Germany come in Germany and team Antino Jurgen Klinsmann or former captain Edema German national team was and now here ball Harry Maguire a boy now or better now compare Lucio a Brazil international or boy Emma 2002 World Cup no and Brazil for a team now also Lucio straight away or ball no obona and Harry Maguire now ono enso airborne obeji bone film sem owia wasan so de atwe e de ball no enso atimi e de akone ni mama England for bibia enso atimi akoye dia momom se qualify na beba so Rome no Ukraine and England e kwakohia na eno Ukraine for a win here na no and Andrew Shevchenko enso kasai or someone scared of England for e ya de nsnya dia omo no eno enso Ukraine for eno enso say Toni Kroos consider say ono enso betim areta every international games because he said yeah Germany are and team anti 31 years any age as I said Toni Kroos ono enso team anya national team no ono enso age I born enso ho na Joachim Low eno na de ni bio otime de nsa ehye ne bema ho na wahua eno ada otin sabe ne hwinim eno sa etafreye eno ene ade a Joachim Low manager enso German national team eno the last manager no the last game otime manage enso ede ema Germany no eno enso team back into Joachim Low eno once again na ade no ono enso etime ya na chese enya ade a na eno enso am kakra eno no born game a eno enso etwato enso ho enso anomon na say England for obi enso Boston abaso Ro Ferdinand enso Boston abaso or see the last 2 years come on we are say what class players now ultimate enka any styling edin and so team and from 2 years near ball as send team up on watch us or one of the best players are and so we are say Alan Sharon so a former English international or said now goal I can share no a baby a for more goals I'm England for and so team and Ken ni goals na mo so team akon at the akon na Italy for and so I prepare for game among Belgium and so a team abo na before some game prepare kan ourselves no yanko former Italian defender Giuseppe Begomi or no and so e kasa de Begomi di to jane say England for omo game omo ba Rome abebebo against Ukraine no omo enhwe because weather no there's so much heat in Rome into moba na omo enso etimi a prepare because heat enso Rome na Italy match omo enso ebebo against Belgium na Jadre Kilini ebe available last match no ono enso entimi amonem this time ono enso ebetimi feature at the amomo na no na Togan Hazard wakasa at the afa game omo enso any England eba and also monso eba bebo against Italy Togan Hazard Eden Hazard ni aketwa o se ne brapen wa bre epra mo last game poku prai nenso ohwese ne bra no ebetimi aye na fe Euros no wato aso etimi edi ama man say Joe yenyina we so nne amano nsem no emfansi a
okay ye di si ha na ko fecha bana wo country be
what's it
wo country be
me pesa Belgium na win
me pesa Belgium win
me selected 3 team Belgium Italy Belgium Italy and France France is free
okay
we say Belgium Italy be share
okay
did be win no am pesa Oji. But I think towards Belgium for the work they've done down the years. Roberto Martinez, Juma Waye down the years. It's make keep Belgium number one country in terms of football. So any players or more, I bring you through.
The talent no more.
Now me were ibio, me were documentary bio. That commission I'm not to go at what Belgium is doing right. Of course, with the facilities and resources. I want Belgium to win actually to cap the
okay, yo. Kwa Miki.
General.
Yeah, the Ephraim.
No, Moana, Mr. Frame. Si Krumo ye di mutu kurumba. Baby ye di.
Thomas Muller.
Oh,
change game
me my yo.
About such chance no nyane there or the level the experience in there. I was expecting him to hit the target. Goals actually. But we share kick no when nyane so we are share kick no.
Ball when ni munya kick.
When nya kick ni.
Football. Sana okra nso ye ya ono so nkotika nso kotifa so.
This is your Belgium
na okra no when your ball has body ateni oda be kura bobo tuneta
ataso mo me kura
to net okra okay Mula no so you into your film say also kwai
say this is your Belgium ana
Belgium
ana ani enko Ukraine from me go for the people Ukraine for be you be free September be you be free
o ba se so kwai
the
players are one of them
yes
no mo power from the chenko ni one I think that is done well with players who can ultimately do the knockout phase of
okay
you decide
we got to decide baby
di yakuba papa bitima boa start time decoder no so ko pebi na onya start time decoder ni bia obe enjoy games so do January so say ye oyie ko unim sa
oh yes
ye oyie ko ye oyie ko
for example I say FA no
boa basa
ko do ko to ko ba no opposite poni ko zikuma ni baba da form ndi ko to ko fo yi o nyambo ene 1 week Jinyasi in a Pentecost so that
no one come manche to me am do we have because
until new bad crash
so 1 week dey we do echi
wait ma fa ho
so one pam me am do we do echi
okay all right
why
Indiana so no
ana me chere say one pam me am do we do echi
me pam we be
Ivan if anything because me ban we
bua basa
na bua basa di no ha e be ba
tie na e boko
e kese pa ke cycle say some ye hom
Kotechiri. Penny could come one to Kwesikuma. Nkau supported. Kau Sekaway. Yanko. Start time decode and your bone de radiation and nay. Sako start time decode and ibium. Now when you start time decode and ibia, Yama decode and near my dish, near my cable, near my LMB account home. Just 150 Ghana cedis. 150 Ghana cedis a pet and a betia. And no kosha month for and you decode ebio more enjoy Germany and England game na FA papa. Kope start time decode and ibi. Now so enjoy games outdoor. Elkoso Eros no unsu team shebi. What your friend number way 0242 437 888 0242 437 888 number way and afra decoder no wonsa ebetimi akebi Lumitras tablet and suspension eye malaria drop Wonum Lumitras tablet and suspension a two malaria nase malaria necessary no fene anope wato enko nwumra no obosa wodem de hianse obenya Lumitras tablet and suspension bianom wonum malaria no ebetu ase e de amount oko drugstore pharmacy shop now pedro ebetu malaria ase e de amawa e Lumitras tablet and suspension energy ma unipedua no utimiye di obetima ye bia na wo energy level eba from a I was so ma energy level no ekosro kwan me na betema faso ma wo energy level no etimi akosro de yanse obanum 3x energy drink wonum 3x energy drinker wo energy na aba from no ebekosro e dia ma energy no ebesi uye sede bia djuma bia wo ye bia no obetimi aye and into copper 3x energy drink ni binum na wo energy na aba form no enkosoro emfa emau sansom and a little soft drink e wo dwaso wo pe soft drink anoma a little soft drink wo your birthday party engagement any gathering bia now per soft drink de akwa little soft drink no and also the kwase e de pa
na OTV
so yo mu
flavors no so doso
flavors in the doso wo pe bia flavors no your pineapple your orange your fresh cola and your apple into your orange apple fresh cola and then pineapple flavors no cola apple and then pineapple and then orange into flavors in na bio edepa genoa edepa your wedding birthday party engagement asorinshie mu
go free no
baby come papa so they won't pay sichiri drink but no me hu say sichiri kitikiti bi na wo mu no am wani che ho and until one little soft drink and when a soft drinker e was so timi pebinum adonko original hand sanitizer adonko original hand sanitizer eye papa when adonko original hand sanitizer ni bia and when boama any virus bia ewu se virus bi abounce na peso oyi ni free wa eye adonko original hand sanitizer and we so you see Patrick Natural Health what me the Patrick Man capsules aba PM capsules aboama bema timi boy adwuma yasan so the Patrick Vitality capsules aba bema timi nom oba timi nom aboama blood etimi circulate ye at the amount we eyendra Patrick Natural Health a day abedjaso kope bitonanum na ebebo ni pedua no Amalina Traders Haven eton kuranyama akola bibia pebia no Amalina ena wasoko kwa Amalina na kope ntade fama mano so ba no yoba wo ye bema Amalina ena kwa obenya ntade ne mpabo ne bibia obenya bi enso ede amano Amalina wadum ye wholesaling and retailing ye ben ye adum rare police station Charistic Ventures wama de Zahara Man capsules aba eboama bema timi bo adwuma ye bema bobo adwuma ya Zahara Man capsules bema nu oba kohiem mwanya mpoma gudiem yare bi rasis bi gugu bema ho ekuro bi atoto ho oba wase onyeme nkoye emfa mawa Zahara Man capsules wanu mawie no wanu Zahara mixture plus G capsules no sa problem no esubetwa ede amount Ronaldo Virginia da romanti ene yeko Facebook
okay
ni akoche adie ewo ho for the past 2 days ni unchei
nyame na menche
omuntimi wini
very simple ones so neighbor
ene de mungum
today na mo dey to Kessben TV so amaye okay when phone ni Facebook Monko Tentem.
Monko Facebook, Kessben FM. Kessben FM. Oh, Facebook. Onipa Kofakoto and chop credit.
Yeah. 30 seconds, Pepe. Joe, good morning to you and your crew. I think Gary Southgate is doing some tremendous work with the Three Lions, destroying the German machine with the likes of Foden, Sancho, Rashford, and Henderson. Okay. On the bench, it's an achievement to write home about. Kudos to the Three Lions, as their supporters and sympathizers will say. It's coming home. The show is loud and clear. Sunya West Nadmo Office, Adamu Dabu. Crespo, the way Fufu. I said it always. I've said it already, that the Three Lions of England will beat the Germans to qualify, and it has come to pass. Football is gradually coming home. Sergio, good morning to you and your noble crew. Please, I hear Habib Mohammed will join Hearts of Oak if they qualify for Africa. Can it be possible? And the Azuris are going to win the ultimate. Abodia, Michael, Edwefri, Accra, and Suna Brain. Joe, truly, we are not in normal times. Chelsea winning the Champions League, Switzerland beating France, Heart of Oak beating Kumasi Asante Kotoko in Accra, and now England beating Germany. Kwabna Nchibu Esiako, Asante Bekwai Hospital. Oh, Kwabna. The Three Lions of England have finally liberated themselves from their perennial nemesis. The German machine has beaten the English in a competitive football in their last 3 competitive engagements. They defeated them in the semi-finals of the 1990 World Cup and Euro 1996. They did it again in a grand style during the World Cup in South Africa. The Germans were not resolutely solid yesterday, and hence the 2 clean goals they conceded. If football finally comes home, is football finally coming home?
Picture of the day, Luis Kwenu, former goalkeeper Kumasi Asante Kotoko, as Abridjanwa or America Memu.
Okay.
Obichai. You see, your friend Atabuafu. No, the by Luis Kwenu.
Okay.
Atabuafu. Okay. Former goalkeeper.
General goalkeeper now. Squad network TV no so but na nim no half from the bio. Okay.
You know kind of
oh Louis Kwenu ya kind of.
When I put into to Vodafone.
Yeah. To quite be brave. Yes, mechanic.
Atabuafo was Louis Kwenu ya 20 for number now e dan here na fe yem send no credit no emfama.
All right. Enti ye dan ye ho sesia aba tie for da hwefo. Ye ba Pamchopi, ye beba bansem nupa de amamo. Tichu Euros na ekoso no ne hunsens ma hodo bebre. Ansa na ba Africa we head ekoso. One building ibewura ho. Transfer stories are latest. Ye ni na hunsensem enso bebrem. Ye nchekra.
This is Kessben 93.3 FM, a new wave of excellence in radio.
All right. Newton.
General.
Minti Umkane.
General.
Yeah. Yes. Mashada.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yabasha has given them.
Okay.
Some about to grow so much from medium to Asifok.
Okay.
Game now the Patrick Razak starting, you know, moving from the regular 4-3-3 to 4-2-3-1. A foot 80. Now ball Salifu as a classical number 10.
na ode ban ye ne Razak ejina ne nche no. I think say it was something that show say tactically so much flexible. On the general, one particular thing I answer share game no here. You can highlight it maybe. So has to go 4 different channels of chances creation. But we distant shooting from the zone 14 or more place it me shooting her at the back to it quickly. Turn my screen so you analyze few chances about game room. So on the screen I has for line up now and minutes ago na make one with the double pivot of net any futu or mumbi in the Gina the 3 behind Obin Jr. as a lone striker no Echibani Razak and Salifu as a number 10 behind Obin Jr. So classical 4-3-3 but 4-2-3-1 on the default and a Kotoko Susu team no as usual maintaining 3 central midfielders which to me lacked huge creativity. Mekaka Yake and Mudasiru and Habib Mohammed and Atumako any Janfi are the 2 players are general almost the freedom to move around Fabio Gama on the pitch, and at the end of the day on the pitch once a Kotoko equipe so much shape our pitch so one particular thing I may share about Hasfolk team they say anytime piano or more try say ombenya more men or Kotoko box room they had more men within the Kotoko area this is a very tough area Kotoko especially dealing with more playing near quickly or dealing with second balls a bit tougher at the Kotoko. They had so many advantages. I mean, Hasfolk from second boss and first boss, it been a dead ball no ekotonate and one thing I generally not mention is that anytime Biana Hasfolk defending they had a men to just win the ball for them and Sakotoko echo box you know say more Fabio Gama Emmanuel Janfi and then Adumakwa na so easier say Hasfolk bet me contain threat na neighbor and one particular thing from the game Mr. also sharing so me can Saturday say ata Hasfolk our men are more picky at the right time. Me bonnet di, me bo Banya di, and me bo Richard Atta. Yes, start this season, Hasfolk fans blame you at so much. And from distance, to me NKP clean sheets and also to me save balls, But then Patrick Asma free kicker or set here from about 35 meter distance and attack it me save that ball. And it gave an idea say initially be and no problem, technically and no issues with dealing from long ranges because Asma Bono was from a similar distance a general or to me dealing with that ball and turn move to me up boy quickly and he analyzed it game and this was Hasfolk it me a starting game having 3 men up front Bin Jr. and Osha Soronma I have 5 versus 2 overload but Hasfolk bit me up build it out through Fatau far right and over send the ball back inside and look into the box of Kotoko always be and Hasfolk planted about 3 players of which who deal with them na Kotoko awareness in form so much. This was a similar situation not make wasem and from this distance Patrick Asma had the same distance against Ashgood and on the couple goal post and from here Atta had to come to the occasion now save Hasfolk and one particular thing I was also will be me Osha Soroa a Janfi in a Jinasoro but usually na Patrick Asma na Janfi are joining box but on this occasion a Janfi moment and a general or was Rwana or Sandy Bonadiaba and Fabio Gama Adumaku were the only players na our box room so even though Janfi was space obet media progressive bono but analyze the situation and they had very few men in the box and Gama positioner not original about 4 players of Hasfolk in them so having the quality of this chance now from I did not being the defender no crown na call na chance no general enyehu now analyze this situation Hasfolk attack 6 players 6 hooping players and a has the attack so dealing with second ball so no issue so in the box they could stand in triangles. So when the first ball no general the second ball would always be dangerous and Hasfolk attack here they had men in men no moko anytime biano look at this particular situation anytime be American highlight here they had men in the box no more tries for second balls on by winning a situation at the these are some of the chances Kotoko deal with this is the second triangular Kotoko box. So I told you, Sakotoko were men in the box, but Hasfolk positioning were so much solid. Say even though who defending poor second boss or Monsabeka, and this ball me highlighted because people feel now look at something. This is Patrick Razak on Yasma. I'm in the box and Meka marking once at the time of Patrick Ajiboni box you understand it is 4 versus 2. But Hasfolk able to make a deadly chance out of this because they had always men planted in the box for Kotoko. So second ball by Dahumpa defending it, not just a block Kotoko to me win a ball from Hasfolk. And this was one situation at the goal no a buyer. Now Jonah look at something. Me Salifu wants them say we're involving who so much in creativity for us folk. On the lobby bono at the Ma Vuka. Now about 4 players and they're surrounding Salifu, but there's a big space for Salifu to negotiate and progress this particular ball. But Kotokobe General very, very lethargic. Now Salifu the ball. Now look at something on personal. Me Kapa wants them say on a height or a solid defender by general the game reading and awareness at the 0 to me. On the banning the general who sell General in China and circle show. On a banning the general. So Obeja Barnier I could follow the action instead of the situation. So turning ball play on quickly. Apa will leave Barnier was a Salifu Benya born in that particular space. Now a lobby ball not the Barnier. Now look at something. There was 3 versus 1 overload. Who Barnier kwana sheni pami and same thing, but nobody absolutely and a market Barnier Habibo ho Apa and the Mudasiru 3 strong defenders or players and a General Barnier chain. None of them and a was a Barnier and they connected this ball into the final third. And it was so dangerous for Kotoko because it kept on repeating itself on ball playing in the ankle. So at this point, General say you rub box more. The weaknesses within the Kotoko backline let's also add down one beam because nobody and a echo General Barnier so and ball is Salifu no. The ball possessor Salifu had no pressure on him, and the ball Barnier also had no person or man marking him and Omudira boxing him. So at the time a ball Barnier boxing him, there is another player Habib or General Barnier, but because the zone 14 how and 90 everybody free no, it was so short. Sebedin so be why say Barnier na ball because that ball outside the box. And it's a turn was a return screen you understand the situation is still team over and over and over and how has for taking advantage of certain things. Now look at this situation. Kotoko 8 players in their back line. 8 players are falling back to defend. But I keep saying say Obana wa mama yejuma wa makrake. Has for 6 players in the Kotoko defense. So has in tackle with 1 player, not 2 and yet 3. They always come in multiple numbers. And who has focused on that same number, and this is a particular zone. Because has focused shoot from distance against Olympics net in Yago, against Legon Cities and Sabotre in Yago, and this is one area. Now me suspect say has folk who sees you all channels. This is a shooting spot you can't negotiate freely. Has for Kenya 1 shot free, but look at something. Barnier free in the 6-yard box and another. With no man marking him, and he had that solid connection to the ball general. So 1, the decision making from Kumasi and Tekoto in their own area, yana issue. You saw a pow on our market Barnier, Obeja Chidi Akomaki Obi for Obey and Barnier but try a head the ball now, but you 2 players and this is how they are separated. So at the time about born a ban positionally, Barnier was so intelligent, so watching for a chain, and we could have Bibu chain pair. So when the ball came, the second situation was for Barnier just to connect to the back of the net, General.
Yakoba na yasambe hwesa machi enso emu ebiom the Newton ede abeka ho no. Hey, Facebook enye easy o.
This is Kessben 93.3 FM, a new wave of excellence in radio.
All right. Newton
General.
Minti unkane.
General.
Yeah. Yes. Mashada.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yabasha has given them.
Okay.
Some about to grow so.
So your game say because I am a chef from the first 11 coaches in the and how we deploy players on the further play. The moment I'm who Habib, me who Mudasiru, me who Kayeke. The first question I'm going to say, are they Kotoko or Magic League Nana? Because the moment I've been with that method, the chance the coach never conserve middle no, and he's going to protect the defense on better pressure about also. And the game or sitting deep. Meanwhile, or 1 player pay for transition. That is Emmanuel Jamfi. And say Joe, has folk made for the normal consistent, they know the template is there. Say anya nete ya Nsabuchi. Say anya Salif Ibrahima Manaf Uma into a template no. Say anya Patrick Razak ya Isaac Mensa. Into the moment who got to commit for names. You are playing against this out of folk made for that. Said you in as much as nete a bit of creativity no. Their main creative spark Branty FN Salif Ibrahim. Until you only play a holder to cancel him. Just like the house against Olympics or Monday a to cancel glass now a plane out of the game. And I was so surprised. say me who say coach Efen Mariano Barreto about that midfield, and that midfield next to is too deep. Kayaka played well in the first half, but so there in discipline level of Mudasiru tactically. Bibia just said the progressive play and the transitional coach in the Chinese and one team and they midfield. Again, you see the video no highlight is such a coin transitional. Jamfi ebe box so and then you give it to Abranti Efeno, Patrick Asma. But so share how Abranti Efeno Patrick Razak and run his recovery and see what is support of Fatao on the run. Fatao will be himself when it comes to
you don't do about Pansima edu and so pepe samba. Na yabetu ajumedeni so at the about midfield action Kessben 93.3 live on Kessben television, Kessben 92.9 Accra, Facebook Kessben FM ubenya Facebook na oheno na utieno na share na unia biso ati semrena so nti onti agudemu ensem no mamenko Facebook o kakra bi doing the listening inside Fumeswa Mama Eva store. Okay, now say Pedro no. Nana Boahi, na beautiful Wednesday, and I'm stuck to my television watching the best sports show. You guys are superb. Samuel Benjamin will say hi. I'm Sammy listening to you live from Bokrum, Yadamasipa. Abna Juliet. DC from Achimoda. I think Belgium and England will make it to the final. Okay. Shaggy, senior Shaggy. Watching you live inside Jacobu. England will win the Euro. And greetings to all my guys inside Jacobu. Crespo, Medinka Kayodiano. Abobo, Albert. Watching you live from Ojakai Ventures. Bamodini ya mfanchemio. Nina hini zongo. And moso mowo. Nina hini zongo. Kudos to England for qualifying to the next stage. Football is coming home. Kofi Ajiman, black man, watching you live inside Pig Farm, Accra. All right. Full house, Ubia Ewaha. Mehu Awal Mohammed Waha. Marie Jata, and so Atrase. Say Franco Naru, Ewaha. Andy Kem, and Mr. Kofi Champon, and so Atrase. Wamuna Kwaba.
Yeah,
Mr. Champon. And the men do Abuano. My favorite.
You private Adibia.
My favorite.
You need private Adibia.
Kukontina Benkwai. For 2 minutes, you are one of my favorite.
You need private.
No, so we're private.
Private, complete.
Now to say Praga Mamti.
No.
All right. Andy Kem. Yeah, football is coming home.
Argentina master to me. This is Team Bernard is your for the France.
Maybe
not maybe. Mintisamo. Only make it.
No,
maybe tonight we start na team is maybe we see Belgium.
Okay.
Italy. France, number say Mubaku, NG. Yes, we be anja me family ho adon. Matches kwa na me heavy.
By England on beton beje.
So for my 2 matches per.
Oh, okay.
So
by England on beton beje.
So munya de.
Ako tra baby ya ku school.
No nyina ntina me say.
O ma ban ahwe o wo ku school.
Umpo. We just could be so.
Ntina me say no. O mo dem ni say.
We just could be so.
Ego.
Sedo.
Yeah.
And a redemption time for Hurricane and then Gary Southgate and England men in 30th
or the Southgate.
Okay, Southgate. On your way, Franco. On your way. Quarter final and Wodru. On your way, Montumbazi. A quarter final and Wodru. On your way, Montumbazi.
We had the World Cup. On your Diza. We had the World Cup.
Or the Southgate.
So the 30th July 1966 was the last time an England man beat Germany in a major tournament. And on that day, a team led by Sir Alfred Ramsey and Jeff Hurst and Stamford Peters and on team share away Germany by 4 goals.
Since this World Cup announcement, okay.
But say 2000
controversies be great.
I'm talking about
no qualifier. Don't question Germany.
Make a group
stage. English won Europe 2000. I'm talking about
qualifier be some
5-1.
Munya boy non kasa. Oni na and
it is coming home. Oh, and you no crumb.
Me kam beso karasem. Jaino.
And I said you almost share away Germany by 4 goals to 2. and on the G World Cup.
There's no trouble big around there.
In Mexico 1970, almost have share Germany beat
Iceland.
Okay.
Iceland, get.
Iceland, you film for France, no. And then Ukraine.
Now we are going.
They do against the news and now against it. In 1970, and for England, they were beaten in Mexico. In 1972 Euros, again, almost Germany side eliminated team my friend England. In 1990 World Cup, it was Stadium de Lapi. Now England himself, after getting Gary Lineker and then Paul Gascoigne, now come beat me France Beckenbauer team no. But the last two penalties from Stuart Pearce and Chris Waddle, AG England for me the semi-final momentum and qualify to the next stage of the competition under Sir Bobby Robson. If you almost have host two tournament in 1996, Wembley, and no penalties they cost now the could do coach FNO Gary Southgate so said you or born a penalty in the Seno and my Germany qualified to the next stage of the competition. That was in knockout stages. In 2010 World Cup with Frank Lampard and Steven Gerrard, no one is on bet me a redeem or more image, but Lucas Podolski, Miroslav Klose, and Thomas Muller and Onya two clear cut chance I'll be any sort of Beticano, and Momo 4 goals, and my Frank Lampard go or share no eco fan Chinua by and my goal line technology baby PA footballing. It was a time I know be say England bet me a redeem or more image in this particular championship. I blah omu game now at their own backyard. Omabo first 3 games without conceding a goal. And for the first time in many years, Germany and Etimia be in major tournament so far as the Euros near concern. The first plan and a coso and say a Kessben and Gary Southgate befaso asset up the team for this particular game. In 1 hour to the game, and a bar say team sheet omo de ba bebona liki. I'm a coach in a cut back into line up on a bar and check from the various tabloids. No more but 10 players in the Amanaka Bakope. It is either the coach debate you between Jadon Sancho, Bukayo Saka, and then Phil Foden. 10 players nana a number biya. Gary Lineker control on a Twitter page said defend. Or share line up now. It was a teamer na England Barbie defended. Into almost as say almost Gary Southgate. But say you on the field of play, me canwa say Germany team no type of ball no more cross and head no. If you are playing against England, some game plan here Serbia, and they have 2 tall centre backs. When it comes to area duels, super in John Stones and Harry Maguire. Into no BSI share the planner over the Beko. The first plan they say best stop Tony Kroos on swinging the passes new together. On your control in midfield and far passes and then Kai Havertz, Thomas Muller and Timo Werner. And the moment a coach the bench Abrantia, your friend is Sergio Abrino, not the power up front. And the flight out in German attack and the swat it. Because Timo Werner is only coming in with pace. Kai Havertz coming in with supply, a women's tournament in a performance. Thomas Muller comes in with only experience, all because in the last 3 major Euros, he's yet to hit at the back of the net. Into the first plan, you're making sure that Tony Kroos ain't full control. And Calvin Phillips and Declan Rice, they're perfect. Almost outplay Leon Goretzka into Rebecca, Tony Kroos in midfield. Now in wide play, it is Robin Gosens and then Joshua Kimmich. Almost had the weapons of the German team. Portugal and Timia and Stoppo, Hungary and Timia and Stoppo, and yes, Anka Hungary moving our qualification to the next stage. England 4 quarter 3 back, no man, multiple players at the back, and some more call many they have multiple players in midfield. Into unstoppable Joshua Kimmich, unstoppable Robin Gosens, the real Juman. That was the exact plan. A due time also Hurricane involved in terms of play, and Makara him telling us when they started the trade back, we have been consistent in terms of play. In 2018 World Cup, in the UEFA League of Nations, in qualifiers, Sergio, Adia, Raheem Sterling, Ediama English national team. I did so much. So, Refia, Ramon Sanchez to Pedroan. Now, coach game no coach Spain at home, no game or born that particular day. Until you forget about his recent performance for Manchester City. Now, man in Northern on the left. And Sergio, exactly Adia England here in the draw. Until the machine that was redefined in some games against Portugal, Hungary, and France, on do machine with ease. nti na hia obi a or did the creativity ne beba na omatimi ahye Germany because already omatua weapons ni nyina kwan. Then came the introduction of Jack Grealish. Said you Shekwen of fast setting up the first goal. Emma look show at the ball ne to her. Abranti aye freno Raheem Sterling ko ball ne to atem. Shekwen or the left footer. Crossover ball from the left. Emma Hurricane etimi pin ball no to atem. Into the call for Jack Grealish to start in most of their games no. Now in England for be just said the bia omo bonity. It was a collective play from the Three Lions of England. And said, "Yo, so she game now. The Children say it is time for Thomas Muller, Tony Cruz, and then Abrante and Matt Thomas to call it a day for the D-man shaft. Or my pay would you say we on my World Cup, on my Confederation Cup, and now their era no are ended. Or my no coming in the sooner they still have more years to play, but Germany need to rebuild because in the last 3 tournaments they've been in huge humiliation until they need to rebuild. Netherlands suffer from generational changes. Spain for no number 3 and in the muka with the resource somewhere. It is time for Germany to rebuild. England for no shall say from under 17, under 20, and on the bubble semi-finals at the World Cup, and on the bubble semi-final at the UEFA League of Nations. Now they are in the quarter-final. The last time they were in the round of 16, eliminated by Iceland. Raheem Sterling picture here that she said, "Yo, time or could draw a 2-2 now." He was maligned in England. Almost with this catchy Liverpool, Manchester City, £70 million. Say negative news ban so and then someone kafa hono said you nensem ketwa. Okodro 2-2 and the match so Raheem shoot himself in the foot and then he is a true hero in England. Yeah. Games no more now. There's Hurricane, there's Jack Grealish, there's much talk about Bukayo Saka and Phil Foden. But the hero in this particular tournament, almost defense near solidified, or me a compact, or me a resolute. But it is Raheem Sterling and tournament. No said you or body by storm. Actually, class. What Chelsea class is clearly permanent for him. And said you, England for they are on course. The last time I said they are walking the talk. This time they are on course to bring the cup new home. Let's not forget said the big names they call. But Denmark, a former winner. Italy, a former winner. Spain, a former winner. Until we still have teams or magic competition in home, and they can never be underrated. But for now, England are on smooth ride and said they deserve to rejoice.
You had the guts we needed. German newspapers and I can't say with English. The Three Lions. Yes, you had the guts we needed.
The fight. In German team, they don't possess the individuals of Brazil, Argentina, and the South American or France, but they come with a collective play team. Into Germany for about Lucas Podolski, no Thomas Muller, why they put in a fight? Who Christian Ziegler, who any exceptional play, but they put in a fight. But you know, who said fight that Germans the Bama or Parson was clearly missing. England were rather fighting. They were fighting for redemption. They were fighting to salvage the kind of and some amount for come from over the years at any pedestal stage so huge they flatter to deceive. Okay. And the Germans won in England at free almost some and almost the year man. And so to watch your game now I similar. Develop on which play normal use area duels. Depend so much when it comes to creativity until Mesut Ozil time, until Lothar Matthäus time. But now England are the best, and for the first time in 55 years, Sergio, save you situation. I break it and they are in the quarter final of the competition.
Okay, do you because a shocking result and a surprising scoreline? Or right and especially the Germans, you know, because
on your right
before the game. Now I'm saying England with my Germany 2-0.
So you on Pakroka say surprising and at the time Germany here will be so be changing game. No more the Emirates and ever. Have you checked the match of England? They have Mason Mount, they have Phil Foden, Marcus Rashford. On the time Germany here will be no be save woman. They were bringing in Emirates and England and Congo tournament in and go England and Congo tournament in Omo rely on Matt Thomas and Thomas Muller for years. National team will move in the dome about this particular tournament. England have quality. Okay. Quality DNA or movie.
fancy na Ukraine.
And as a
question. Okay, Kakrebi.
1 minute. Kala Ancelotti coaches na players na coach you omo be coaches ni na omo nyina asa. But Shevchenko tinanim. Ya Gattuso ntimi ma ahwe. Clarence Seedorf ntimi ama ahwe from Milan, Flamingo, Cameroon. Filippo Inzaghi ama ahwe in Bologna. But Sergio, this is a Ukrainian team that only relies on Abrante Zinchenko, which played for Manchester City. But Sergio, they are in the quarter final for the first time. Make your appearance to the European terrain and even at the World Cup, but they are in a quarter final for the first time in major tournament. It really tells you Shevchenko Ayejuma. The classical players Akala Ancelotti coach you man obi enu so mbetimi akọ omenino. Lately, it was Andre Pirlo the biggest platform with so much quality and also show failure in the Italian Serie A, disaster in the UEFA Champions League. But then Shevchenko bema Kala Ancelotti baby obia the students no chiro madian Ferguson na the best out of Gary Neville, Paul Scholes, only going to associate the best there. But I feel Kala Ancelotti will be happy with Andriy Shevchenko.
Okay, Netherlands, Portugal, France, Germany. I take it shine be out of Euro nana.
So obviously yes. Obviously yes, because France a parody with galaxy of stars. Portugal, omu bench cry beat me ayo beat him. Galaxy of stars. Netherlands in their last respective tournament omu performance. And so and the last time they made it big was 2010 World Cup. The last time they won the Euros was way back in 1988. The Oman faster as Dion, Vanadium, Depay, Dumfries, Stefan De Vrij. So these are not established or galaxy of stars. But at least Portugal, France, Germany. Names no. Portugal has won it. France are jet twice, Germany are Germans. So these are the cathedrals. In any major tournament, and I expect to say, Kayenya, Germany, Portugal in the group stage match, no. Yenya, France, Portugal in the group stage match, no. So you some matches in KBPC Binyan in the quarter final, KBPC Binyan in semi final, KBPC Binyan in the knockout stages. But the funny aspect is that Sam Kofu win na. The funny aspect again, and they say the group of death now are two in France, Germany, Portugal, Hungary, no. All of them echo. But so in tournament surprises and suit me my tournament. Yeah.
Switzerland.
Yes.
Switzerland.
Yes.
Czech Republic.
Yes.
Denmark.
Yes.
Ukraine.
Yes.
Omune quarter
final. Baby, I know. But so some of the teams work for it. Switzerland down by 3-1 against France. Number Baba Czech Republic playing against Netherlands. Fight. Red card no said you Juma edit here Netherlands. But this team that we're talking about work for it. Denmark lost their first 2 games, came back strongly against Russia and beat Russia. And winning the next stage 4 goals, and now they are in the knockout stages. Italy from 2010, 2014, 2018 disaster, 2016 Euro disaster. Oma came back strongly for years. No matter me do knockout stages. These teams. Because you the big boys now, but these surprising teams work for it in football. Upset and a money there.
Malita, I'm not so way na Euro season is here. I can see the Netherlands or free, Portugal free, France free, Germany free. Now more come for more quarter finals pa Switzerland.
Yeah. Getting
Czech Republic
unexpectedly.
Denmark Ukraine. Yay. And now the FA
General what's me okay Euro final no Greece could do an fan say anomaly. Be able to final proud to Greece the NBA no final pay. Greece in corner final or the first timer. I said the last time far EPO. So my Greece the by anomaly. And I was sure teams are Bobo Dian coming in and teams are unexpectedly. Nobody even thought say General we do this stage, but to move Chemumpo Akomanim. That said, England getting 2-0 scoreline against Germany, to me, a big surprise. Very big surprise. Based on the fact that a 55-year-old weight. And as I saw, this particular scoreline. And then Mekan say they've met already, and not the 13th time at Umushia. The 12th time Umushia in general, first 5. Now Germany is also. England side also, and the next subsequent 7 no winless for England. So they had to wait for 55 years. And some 2-0 score line we. And even to be because of mobile winning power, beer said in our history no suggesting say England in quarter final phase. Our brother within 90 minutes. Always be and travel beyond the 90 minutes. But general breaking certain records to me a man a bit surprising. Now back to the game. I'm not giving the prominence of the back three system. Football also a revolution. Anytime beyond within generation after generation, things continue to change and revolutionize. And then the back three system was so prominent, even with club side. Chelsea ball back three, Barcelona of all clubs about back three, PSG back three, Madrid back three. Antonio Conte has been a key manner while utilizing the back three. They are winning for Chelsea and then Juventus. At some point, was about Inter Milan team. And in club football, you have France team, Switzerland team, Portugal team. Omunyina about the back three system, and then even in England and in Germany, so about the back three system. Gareth Southgate struggle sweaty so much on the creativity, but the width. Wing backs as the main creators set up the tone for England. 20 more my screen or so. They analyze certain chances general about game room. How Raheem Sterling tactically very disciplined. So as usual, John Stones, Maguire, and then Kyle Walker served as a back three for England. Shaw and then Trippier and they served as a wing backs. Or more Sterling. Saka and Hurricane and up front as the attacking trio for England, and of course Germany is also responding the same thing tactically. Rudiger, Matumos and Matthias Ginter and their boy Ubenya Gosens, Robin and Joshua Kimmich or more flanking as the wing backs, and of course the attacking trio Muller, Timo Werner and then Kai Havertz. 3-4-3 system from Germany, but conventionally you see England some movie into the 4-4-2 with Raheem Sterling or dropping into midfield with Kieran Trippier, and certain chances are general about game how England let up certain holes within their teams. So on this circumstance, player friends and Goretzka in midfield of England and what dropping abenya this particular space or try so better transition game and one particular thing is always starting game Germany had possession to the ball before we say England reacted, and on this circumstance on your screen, a player if John Stones as stepping out of the defensive block about pressing Thomas Muller, that created a very big hole in their own defensive line. Goretzka taking advantage of, and that served as the main chance for Germany team now to counter quickly. And Declan Rice sensing danger, track it back quickly, far away, and that was the first chance Germany created out of that game. And England putting so many men in the box, try some creative block and my ball no it be and hit it on target, and will defend this particular chance in the free. And Raheem Sterling, I said it, staying very much disciplined tactically, finding space within the Germany defense. And the first thing at England, they say, even with the back five of Germany, where you have all the three centre backs, Rudiger, SSO, Matthias Ginter, all of them dropping in defense. Yet Raheem Sterling had the guts and enough space at the test him and 1 from that distance of about 34 meters away, and that was also the first chance. And I said it, Germany's spaces are now more picky within the England squad now a cause threat, and this is another circumstance. Thomas Muller was set on tone by Kai Havertz or drop it deep ever pick that ball and Jordan Pickford one-on-one situations had to be bold and confident and the defend the ball we say general at England, and DB screen so. Look at how many England defenders and as a players I catch them out of their blocks. And Germany is starting out with only 2 players, Timo Werner, Kai Havertz, unfortunately. It's a system very reminiscent to Chelsea system general or set up. Always on the counter-attacking situations. You who say Kai Havertz or Timo Werner and a leading line based on their pace, their energy, and their direct play. And it's a Germany has set a system very comparable to England and as a Chelsea. And because you have attackers or game revolve around their speed and energy. 20 ball played on the ankle. And this is how Germany has set up. Remember back in 2014, almost system was also very similar to Pep Guardiola. Possession play and another World Cup. And England recover so quick and nice and we defended this particular ball from Timo Werner and just after this particular ball in England a first goal. Now analyze it, that first goal Raheem Sterling getting the ball on 2v1 situation aha na obe say the confidence as a player, how we be holding on possession. And over finally say England, 2 players who create wave in Shaw and Trippier. The reason is that anytime Beyonce England they build it up, apart from the central almost strength, by wave almost our players and on person to be. This is Germany team or general or more air trust on by winning Euros. So how many defenders are in that particular space? You have about 6 on no man's land. And they gave the opportunity to England to get free visa into their area. So you have about 6 players and we play quickly. Analyze the 2 centre backs out of the 3 back boy, and you find out say England a create wave even on the edge of the penalty area. And England struggle so much through Shaw and then Kieran Trippier. And inside the area, you realize Matamos is right there. Ginter is right there. In their middle, you have Raheem Sterling. Our position who very accurately and connected that ball on target. Now you realize after this goal, the thread, the distance, and the map of Raheem Sterling and the travel, how he connected to Hurricane and a whole screen about 50 meters away. And a Raheem Sterling a far ball no try so back connected to Hurricane up front and sign a movie. I box room, I connected this particular ball on target. It was so nice, and the whole ball, how they set up, involved Raheem Sterling. And Germany City is so deep, you have about almost 9 players in their defense. But the idea was to press and win back possessions and then trigger press. So this was how Toni Kroos pressed Raheem Sterling, winning back possession and quickly. Like I said, Germany set up as a Chelsea so much because they played right on the counter-attacking situations. First of all, it was Kai Havertz and then Timo Werner. But this time, it was Müller and then Kai Havertz. And unfortunately, Müller will say going forward, England would have to be very much careful. Some best set it up high like this because it will be down to the position to be much accurate and potent. Other than that, setting up high will be very much dangerous for England going forward. And Müller, unfortunately, will say general on their second goal, Luke Shaw won possession, but the man in tower is Hurricane, very much deep on an LED line, and Luke Shaw a wing back, a left back in a back 4, but on a one thing as a number 10, and it was set it to Hurricane. So Hurricane join the box, the same situation. 2 centre backs out of the 3 back, Ubenya Matthias Ginter and then Matamos, a more flanking Hurricane, and he got this ball on target. But general, one particular thing is that this ball, senior experience, I want to mention. Senior experience, now from different angle, Bonnie by Obia realizes that Hurricane had to bow, he had to drop down a height, on drop it on board post cat to Hurricane height 1.88 on person to be Brenechi. Hurricane height 1.88, but he had to drop his height down to meet the length and the height of the ball. The reason behind it is that one, the ball had power. It is one dropping height on meet the height of that ball. So Ojina straight akabone bane koko, but before Obenyane head in connection with that ball, as sort of drop it from on one natural height, a bow down, no connection to that ball. A very much experienced situation, and Hurricane had to get this ball for different angles. Or ball play we won't say general or dropping a height, just to bow down and meet the height of the ball and sign or connected ball at the back of the net, and it was very, very, very tight situation. Just like we intimate to the back of the net. So general, England had 2 goals down, but I feel say they let certain holes are going forward. They would have to work on seriously.
Okay, into the experience man and man in bar form.
Yes.
Now but we connect this no business wife so watching the breed. As well as me ko so watching the wife the breed so yeah atobra ko say
say Hurricane watching wife.
Was it we was saying wife agree by Drew when it married Musa.
Tell me the height. I don't know height. You Musa fang now.
No. So we don't height.
Depends on style.
Let me catch you Musa fang now.
We're penny body.
Let me catch you Musa fang now.
Style we are here.
When you move here, as I'm sure you know quite Musa.
If you are height here. So commissioner there.
Height over.
Okay, then.
They ain't hiding here.
Oh, che.
I review the password. I review the. They're hiding here.
Near to brother Kofana Samba.
It will depend on height with the position.
Train. Sometimes position.
The reasons are
science teacher.
Now we know. Papa na mission dia be ka
you know we like to be say my message be baby jet Clement Jan and Escobar jet mo no enjoy program no say see message no strike am enjoy program.
Good morning boss, please. Now that a group of death is out of the tournament, I want Sir Franco Naro to tell us whether football is coming home or not. Tutu Tutu Boss FM and anyway about Tutu that is saying Boss FM ho. We as saying upon UK and anyway so by my contribution wasn't specifically on Sunday's game. It was about a particular Asante Kotoko with unprecedented experience. I even started telling people to stop comparing Heart of Oak's best team and coach of the decade to this Asante Kotoko in 2 weeks before the Heart of Oak game, unless we don't know what home support, financial wise and fatigue and too much traveling contribute in games. I even suggested to the FA to reward Asante Kotoko in advance for competing with Heart of Oak with 4 games to go. If it's that easy, Heart of Oak should be allowed to play just 10 home games away before I can compare. Massive respect upon the way a free UK and so Abre. Hey, boss, we are truly enjoying your sports today. I wish with your personality and your noble crew kindly help calm Ejura down. Your listeners are ready to hear from you. God bless Kessben Sports. Nana India and so anyway and so Abba. Yeah, it was so Kofi Champon. See Ejura down. Ejura mrafom. Yes.
Because the youth, most of them are inclined with sports, yes, especially football. Into Yesremo. Before ba, any no man be brave. But one ma wokuna ma forma. One shall na enu mumu no akwa problem about. They said the ekokusi say no. You share pictures, ni videos here. If you say enya the papa no. Yes, I do not expect the security to retaliate with gunshot and but in saying so, the youth of Ejura so say you know there are various means of me expressing your disagreement or displeasure about PP. But when it is only police and military stand 2 to 2, remember what happened? What can you see or I say I dance what you understand? So military sometimes so agitated in terms of reaction from the youth to mobile on Musuno. Into one here now in the name of the movement self-defense,
police, the military, Kabuma, Ben, what may win the battle against them. Into
Mr. Ejura youth, you say, Omoma Kuma, Yen channel, other means a bit the other express here, a grievances, no, than say any military police, they could 2 to 2, see no Mukwa fight. It's a serious matter.
Yeah.
A serious matter.
They say because now the who they about their region.
Yeah.
Now mammy and now new be now down for be.
About say nipa mi nu na sabi. Omashi wonka free Ejura o. I hope.
Can you imagine?
The more ye no na nipa no sabi omo so e hwere omo nko.
Yes. Life better than when you're back. So say tu ko ka ka na wu ye no ho ana kise me nsa na ekoyi o. Ebi mso prepra. Nti esremo. Yes,
we love you. Ejura for Domopa Esremo, we need you alive. Esremo
with the security men and so check because civilians be they shouldn't overreact,
especially crowd management. Military police in the manage crowd and then so much you sporadically into the crowd. No, one shall that's a means a bit to me. I deploy to try to manage the situation and see issue to at Omo in the name of one shot. One shot now. One shot now.
Okay. All right. Intikakra, Rebecca Sisia, and later, Ebasai Abba Bium. Ejura, Yadomo, Mumrafom, Wati, Mumrafom. Your panel is here to comment on the disgraceful act the two teams showed when coming from the tunnel. Meanwhile, the game was live across the world. I know Achi, Naru, and you, Sergio, have followed the two teams more than 20 years. And you all know what goes on behind the scenes before their games. And please, I want education on this. Per your studies and observations, please. Does black power, juju, really play a role in the Asante Kotoko Heart-of-Oak games? Because I remember what went on. Sulama's slipper got missing and considered 3, and Charles Taylor was substituted in the Confederation Cup at the wrong time. The listeners can also help us out. Okay, Michael Abebu, and so a brain. Kessben, Mohammed Nomre News Kakra. Good morning, Joe. The best sports show is airborne live. You can't substitute Joe Laka's show for anything. I just got my porcupine light soup with fufu behind my TV set and enjoying the best show in Ghana. Indeed, the porcupine meat, sweet rough. Please ask Fred Achi for me. Are there plans for a Galka top 4 after the season? And how will it be played? Is it the usual top 4 or the G8? They should try and make the top 4 more interesting like it used to be. Else, clubs in the middle table will continue to play fixed games. Kessben and so way Bray. You must have other messages I'm going to so Kessben has a book a coon won't cry.
Debate na ekoso ewo Côte d'Ivoire Sergio na yana ahwe ho se utimi se krobi ana oman bi anya a generational talent munim bobo pa no muntimi achieve na Sergio. There's been a comparison between almost squad na mo winning 1992 almost share Ghana no and the golden generation some months ago maybe your analysis prevent your mind from spreading into a sporadic war. And then the 2015 squad now ebeji the AFCON maum na Sergio se washa minim se football yana follow this trend ya Côte d'Ivoire AFCON or Moko finals bia se washa the finals have to be decided through post match penalties. AFCON or Mo bia or Mo do finals ye bo regulation time nya win denya ye be ko through the post match penalties before say ye be decided you be winning. And ironically nina ending a goalless draw. 1992 Omushia the Black Stars of Ghana, it ended in a goalless draw and a post match penalties they winning. Egypt in 2006 when they were meeting the Pharaohs of Egypt, and so it was a goalless draw game. The match has to be decided through post match penalties. And the one they lost against the Chipolo Polo of Zambia, Gabon. And also goalless draw, the match has to be decided through post-match penalties. And then the latest one they went into the finals and eventually won was against the Black Stars of Ghana. Now Sergio Sawasha, Nyoma winning against the Black Stars of Ghana. And Nyoma luzu a country either than Ghana against Egypt, against Zambia. Now Sergio, to me, I think say generational talent or mine say onya players. For me, the squad that was being built by Henry Michel between 2004 Copin Bayer 2010 stands as one of the best sides African national team has ever had. But Sergio Oshe Yo Michel team no moji the 1992 no. She Abdoulaye Traoré Ben Badi nyobe di kotokunwe juma 1992 okroma ewasek. She Hassani Hobomu, Omar Ben Salah, Donald Yvesier, and Joel Thier. Sergio, these guys were having some couple of very good players. But to me, the generational talents of the 2006 squad now call finals, or the Egypt 2006, no. Sergio, not these ones, they were top notch. It was just unfortunate, said the idea of say they could let the country achieve a World Cup appearance. But Omo winning. Sergio, quite apart from that, not these talents, they have cut across, they have spread across Europe, playing in top leagues. Apart from goalkeeper Jean-Jacques Tizier, who was then playing straight at Esperance de Tunis on the African continent. Sergio, now Emmanuel Eboué was at Arsenal. Na Etienne Ataboka was at Strasbourg in France. After the World Cup tournament, he went to Hamburg. Na Abdoulaye Mete was at Olympique Marseille and then he made a move to Bolton Wanderers with the English Premiership. Now you were a certain Kolo Habib Toure who has been part and parcel of the invincible Arsenal team now go through the 2004-05 season without a lose. That was 2003-2004 season rather. Without a lose. Obeka Didier Zokora, who was part of the Saint-Etienne team after that World Cup tournament, moved to Tottenham Hotspur. Sheikh Abdul Qadir Keita, our friend nickname Popito, who was then at Lille and then went on to play for Olympique Lyon. Kanwaka Obeka Didier Drogba, the kingpin, the greatest ever Ivorian player they've ever had, who was a a household name when it comes to world football, who was making the strides, blazing the trail over Chelsea. Aruna Dindan was one of the skillful players the Ivorians have ever had. At length, even the likes of Bonaventure Kalou are now PSG, as they say, or one of the governors in one of their provinces. And say, Joe, to me, it's just unfortunate. Say these squads, they compare to winning the Nations Cup, no. Even though they have the best of talents, but they made their match. That was the time that the Egyptian team was blazing. That was the time that the Egyptian team was very good to have won the AFCON on 3 consecutive occasions under Hassan Shiata. Yes, we can say we had the 2015 squad no under Heavy Renard Moyadie. She goalkeeper Kofa Barry Mo. Obekai the likes of this Man U defender. She the likes of Ado Den Haag guy. And who had the likes of Yaya Toure, Kolo Toure, Siaka Tieni Chico. These were the senior players. Said Dumbia and then Jovino Yao Kwasi were the guys who have been part and parcel of the team. But to me, it's just unfortunate. Say Yedi Omo compare the golden generation or the generational talents of that squad under Henri Michel, Gerard Dilibeji Jumanu before the coming of Sven Goran Eriksson. Say Joe Kitwebi on Serena Williams. It's just unfortunate. After say Owoye, say Joe Owoye in the finals wakunyina nina oluzu. And then it was so unfortunate. Say she have to retire through the game when playing against Alexandra Sasnovich of Belarus. 2-2 unfortunate. Hopeso equally the record of Margaret Court.
Perform wonders.
Sergio, like Otimi finals. Okay. Maybe I'll bet me. I said there were some games she had a match. There were some games also now it was so unfortunate. A typical example, the only umpire ninya akeka ewo the tunnel no wabra oni Naomi Osaka ebo the US Open finals no. But Sergio is too unfortunate. I don't know whether she should call it or SSL retire. Yeah. Winning almost 20 years, almost 40.
Yeah.
Finals are could be after say wa wono ni nyina we lose. We lose to Simona Halep, we lose to Angelica Keba, we lose to Bianca Andreescu, and we lose to Naomi Osaka. It's too unfortunate. But Roger Federer said no on your match, pa. It was just unfortunate. Said the opponent. It was just unfortunate. Said the opponent no so like on your walkover because the opponent no pride. On your match because he won the first set, the opponent came and won the second and the third set. Okay. And we need the fourth set, no. And then he had a walkover due to the retirement of the injury now. Adrian Minarino of France, no. So Roger Federer nyanti ebe to me 21 Grand Slam for winning this Wimbledon yeah boy Seju.
Okay. Awal Mohammed. Good morning, please kindly ask Achi why the Ghana League fixtures wasn't reversed in the second round as it was done in the previous seasons. Kwame, watching live from Shanghai, China, ma'am. Okay. It's not a coincidence that out of 8 nations left, 4 were lucky enough to host games. This format, in theory, makes sense, but it isn't fair as many teams get to play at home. UEFA essentially created an unfair balance. Banana, and anyway, every Danubian Fashion Digital Center, Tabura, Alaji. As a banana,
And Nana Banana.
Nana Banana, fine. But Danubian Fashion Digital Center, Tabura Alaji, any of
Edikano, Tabura Alaji, baby Omutiano.
Oh, okay.
Tabura,
okay.
That Alaji, any baby Omo, Tabura.
Okay.
Any number one. Danubian Fashion, Banana, any Kiuji. Omu company and I say Omu Palm Africa way.
Okay.
Kiuji Palm Africa way.
Okay.
Nana Banana and anything.
Okay.
Inti Banana and anything.
Okay.
Danubian Fashion here. In the Juma.
Ana toto so na me who dey need musa alaji dey need o say
no alaji ne baby o tabura tabura one kind
Matthias alaji
ola pa side
Matthias so dem cry there wa na yo bibia na Germany for enso asasa Uma England shall say two saying but as a matter of fact this tournament has been so bad to football betting guys rough amefi and the way fish on Zongo. You see betting for lusu sa on bibia no omo elusu.
Omo se papa bi na no usu no. Omo se say na nye shena has a share koto
no. No, so go edin bet. Dotel upon to accept defeat and move on. In 2006-2007, Hatchfolk started in Ho and ended at Cape Coast as home venues, but won the league trophy hands down. Okay. For me, Kumasi Asante Kotoko fans are justifying their poor season too much. This season, Asante Kotoko is the best away team. So why are they trying to justify that? Okay. They led the away table. They lead the away table with 6 points. So why can't they do same in Obuasi? Kessben, and so in same way to Homa, Asante Kotoko fans, no. My Imra na Fimimra na Ruzu na inti na Ruzu kakra. Joe, I've now realized that Newton was so bold. Why Newton was so bold in saying Kotoko could concede as many as 3 goals. All along, I thought we had a solid defense in Habib, Ganiyu, and Co. We every answer for Edum. We say, Joe, can your crew locate the under-20 World Cup winning squad of Egypt apart from Dede Ayew? Kofi Adomson Edi Weyaba. I think they've all fallen by the roadside. All right. Good morning. The likes of Yamaponko and Co. should give us a break. Because football has moved from winning or losing one game against your rival. So what is the basis of him calling Nanayo Amponsa and not competent enough to manage a Asante Kotoko just because we lost to Hatchfolk? We don't want to visit the era where juju or ways and means took the center stage when accounts were rendered at Mesia. And the wisdom of Solomon has got nothing to do with the old age of Methuselah. A word to the wise is enough. Afrani Electricals, Parkuso Estate, Kumasi, Naru.
Sergio, England boys in Abasu, to be very honest with you, there were a lot of doubting Thomases. But Enra, the Omoye was so emphatic. But first of all, there are a lot of communication. Is 55 years England has shared Germany in a major tournament. I think it is being wrongly communicated. 55 years no you say almost when you talk about the knockout phase, but in a major tournament in Euro 2000, England beat Germany 1-0 in group stage. And in fact, and they say head to head between Germany and England. It was Euro Championship now. England they are ahead. In the 1996 one, they played the entire 120 minutes and a penalty shootout and Omudishe England. Fine, you call that one a win for them. But in the 2000 with new regulation time, that goal from Captain Alan Shearer ensured that England had the better of Germany. And then Roma Samum 2-0.
Yeah, England.
And then Raya Samum 2-0. So when it comes to the Euro Championship, when it comes to the Euro Championship, England is far better than Germany.
Okay.
Absolutely no doubt about that.
We agree with you.
England are just
Germany agree with you.
England are just Germany are just conclude
between the two. head to head.
Some
is England and Germany head to head.
We are good. When it comes to European Championship.
Now carry on. We are good.
Now, Adiaba come say, "Kanyama bi wa hihye na ba hu." You see it.
So Befia. Okay.
The only time, at least, in England are bought 4 matches in a major tournament. No Bianfa born 28 was in the 1966 one. So both first 4 born 28 was 1966. And the story will be ending.
Goes goal.
Stolen goal. You see, the world has been so unfair to England. Say, one, Maradona didn't say England.
This is
something.
Maradona did be a hand of God. They be a hand.
The person can say, "Come on, the person can say, the whole thing. Football near me woman doors. Maradona didn't say England. The world was hailing Maradona. England was share Germany. Meanwhile, England beat Scott Lampard. Bobo the say, nobody is talking about it. And people should be fair.
I didn't say go no bia.
Say we no mienu and na ehwe ball no we na wo nsem. Enti to aso ball nsem wa na nya fe.
Me nka se mo nyade o.
Yeah, the team has done
well. But I say magie awie na o pese ai na o dey.
Nka so magie awie. I've not stated an on.
Was it why it's coming home?
You see it. Yeah. So I've not stated an untruth. I'm saying that when England did that the last time, they went ahead to win it. What I say? Enti ashishe eba. Obi anya abutre. Me emra me who starting let me who say or born a 3-4-3 no. Na who say yes, Gareth Southgate. Obe reach into the greatness.
All right.
Now me sure say no opportunity no say be you obi ada in Southgate no. Because he named England for year no in the 1996 when was said that penalty. Now football lose bibi o ma un set to make Adena or Shreya in 1996 Germany the penalty share England or no say no ne wabe mastermind that 2-0 victory over Germany. They say the share faces no on ma emu hwam ye papa kakra send ye dika kan France ko akese won fa ko aka akese fo no be train ye ginem nti we me nka bebre ye wonsem ka ofie. But congratulations to the English team.
All right.
And Gareth Southgate.
Oh, we paint you kasa na kwa tubo kakra.
Gareth Southgate.
Who drew round of 16s Moko quarterfinals na Iceland.
Iceland no mu do 300,000 kroni na me 300,000 Iceland.
Ukraine no mo hwe you.
Intima yen hye Germany.
Why are there?
And no hye Germany atade na na meto. Nenti ya hye Germany Iceland ade na.
Me number one so why are there ba? Was ebe fi na se mo wi no.
Iceland population na 300,000. Ti sa Rome for.
Ko fi people say question be.
Yes, in
Iceland like Rome grab those right.
Ti sa Rome for 300,000.
Ask Achi for me. Are there plans for Jaka top 4 after the season, and how will it be played? Is it will it be the usual top 4 or the GA? They should try and make the top 4 more interesting like it used to be. Else clubs in the middle table will continue to play fixed matches.
I agree with him 100%. I agree with him 100%. We catch us last weekend. You course. You for 4 by a retreat and a workshop. MIGF Executive Council. And no more appointee. And no more about intimidating competitiveness. Because they say a ball league. Say within the top 4, we feel now regulation few are. Obi that 9th, 10th, 12th. As a league in Yanni Bio, baby, what do no. Into one try to give rooms for compromises. Into mu pese yen tighten something yen fa bibim bra ebema league no baby a bit my competitive. Among we so we jama team obia you are losing something. And I think that it makes sense. To say the obia suggestion. I don't know GA campaign for, but one thing I can say is that this current GACA executives also omo proactive and that omo normal something different from last term GACA no. The minister say sa president cap no komodo mu di seriously. Jaka we say, and I'm sure say after when the season ends now they'll come up with a Jaka special tournament. Whether it's going to be top 4 or top 8, I would probably prefer it to say or can I say top 8. England, England championship no, and some come we are first to 10 Makolokako Premier. BB count bring some sort of excitement and competitiveness. Anything first to qualify now, third to sit. almost go into playoff as a cobono. Bit more will be this is qualified. Maybe will be no. If you go to Scotland, for instance, Scotland clubs here to open the Premier League, Omubo 4 rounds. Round 1, round 2, home and away. After round 3, no. Omubo round 3 new year. Na omachim. Omuchema top 6 ni bakofa. Na omo from 6 no akofa. The top 6 na mo ba per champion. Na omo from so na ba per relegation. Ti be out into so that 70 when you be brace be assist. So that assist when you be brace on ma to 70 no akọ top down ni mu. So something to bring some competitiveness in the middle table no. Joe is so important. I agree 100% with message now in the environment.
We are the same topic. You see, me no fear again. But my concerns, no, because the current Galka executives no more proactive. I am a bit worried about how Galka top 4 since time immemorial. Other in a ABC I can see. As you speak, you name say Bebo Galka top 4, and I Bebo Galka top 8, and I Galka top 6. Now the criteria for qualification about better that. Where the Ebesha Miabo League Navy. Na it is obi anya nchiwe no o fi na nia penkati bi yare no ye hwehwemu a we kodi ha we beka obi ebeboaye we koda ha we beka obi ebeboaye ene emo top 6 ene emo top 8 ene emo top 4. I think that at the beginning of the season se Gaka pese e form serious on pese o competition no agi nyinia na perform the function aye can say enunti ebema obi ani abre. Say on Johnny match mobia. Yeah, best start season na Gaka catch the we are singing na. Say season we call ye ya. Ye bebo top 8. Ne be a first to 8th and a bebo.
Good suggestion.
E be a say ne bebo. Until from the word go, you know your target. You know what you want to achieve. But the bebo league na we league table na we are da honom no. Afi na Gaka be catch we are singing na say ye bebo Gaka top 4. Ye bebo Gaka top 8. Yeah, for me, it loses that aspect of the value. We are no free one ma, and Niama Bakwa between making sure that middle table in all positions very competitive. The sharing of prize money, as the English do it. England for no omusikano, omuchem, omudika 4. Nabia Baku ya chane pepepe, Baku ya izu TV umachi zudu ibeyi, Nabakunsu usika opposition obedi, and a betche. Until Obia wedi to see a league young 18, do wedi 17 to Benya do asking the wedi 18th. Eti position be a bedibiano, even would drop one positioner, it comes along with some money. Eti ki league ya bubo boswe, so the Caesar, now ko jaw match ba kumache, nedo beba be dan 9 fa, obegwene. It is a prize money no so near chen according to your positions on the league log at the end of the season. It will also ensure that fixing or giving away matches will be unattractive to some clubs.
Okay. Start times, you know, how much of the paper and clubs?
They send the television right.
No,
it is not the title money. And up until now, there's no regulation that say better money according to standings on the league table. But one thing is that from 2020-2021 season, I think after the 2021-2022 season, that is from 2022-2023 season, we are hoping that the league format will be a better. We're very much hoping. So the league will be run by a separate body, even though with the GFA still having stake in it, but it will be run by a separate body. Yeah, we hope to say Division 1 we have a national league with minimum number. I mean, 48, a reduced one. But as to try and change things, that's the plan. That's what we are working towards now. So, all those things will be taken into consideration when there's a tax response and all those
hard to focus and take matches, almost all of them. And I also send a man for starter, a man for patronizing.
It is one way or the other. Was some Kotoko I'll complain. If I'm running Kotoko, I'll complain. Say I didn't know all the matches in a two TV. So you own the match. So also so you supporters who are on time. You are looking to watch Kotoko matches. You're looking to watch Artful matches. So there should be a balance in those areas. And if you are putting all my matches on television, they must come with some reward as well. So what must
supporters in the brain maybe on betia
now me gain you know but you're putting on TV so they will not come and watch. So it must be win-win situation. So you're putting all those matches on television, they must come with some sort of reward as well to balance the situation, balance the equation.
All right. Indeed, I'm for comment I'm the buy no more we one
question maybe wa
and then Friday but them was on the question that about
Friday me
we say leg na didn't reversed
okay
I didn't know man reverse in league season never start here almost set here criteria no more the year fixtures no and if the features say that a quarter no more butuna but this one it involves television coverage no more until they take all those into consideration in fixing out the matches no tinha directly say okay no butuna but what must say because the television coverage is no more in the year juma. Yes, upon yesterday your message came and today your message is in the same line and the account has said we support the first part of your argument now. Until I don't know why push you. We say we support it. Say indeed, football psychology nature say teams win more matches will move home than away. Until Kotoko, Mbo move favorite Kumasi Stadium, no, it will have some effect on them. In terms of the general league and all those analysis can be made after the end of the season. But say from Monday back me nedie has a Kotoko one can once so I don't see why he keeps on hammering because if you Kotoko playing at Kumasi Stadium some match against House of Oak will be played at Accra Stadium because a House of Oak home and the match so people are analyzing the game based on the performance on that day, not the entire way. Now he's trying to compare what do you call him Barreto to Samobodu and just say we're not for argument to be an idea and now I don't understand it. I've said it. I agree with you 100%. I've studied this. So team Biabo favorite woman do you win matches because you see there's that unseen force as supporters in the bar. There's that comfort not being so home. Into that supporting now, I didn't make count. Say team win lose match with home and confess disappointed and lose away because of that. You know, agree with 100%. So Kotokobo home, they will be that comfort. No, probably come by their chain. Do my this season. That's why I'm saying the Kotoko have done well. But the analysis is on Sunday's game as to how what do set out in team, any dear buy to set out the team, and in the analysis. Yes, on that day, no, what do she buy to because of. Me say, not even in personnel. For personnel, they don't change. Those 11 on the pitch, no. Ocean game now. I was thinking inside that Adomaku will play center forward, and then what do you call him? Fabio Gama probably on the wing. No man is free rule. Baby, what if Fabio Gama Koboeno? When you have the strength to tackle Adusowa no ne Mohamed Alassane, the strength ne and Timi Onum. It's very simple as ABC. That is the point we are raising here.
I'm making fun. Look how sorry Mayo.
Get to the point. Sergio, I don't know why the argument has changed just after the Kotoko has game 2. Yeah, Bawi. Yeah, Mohum. Yeah, Bawi. Is it not the same Kotoko that were leading her to full by 4 points?
No, at the point in time was even 7.
4 no Namikai. Sergio, Tana Kotoko Bawi from Anamiwa. Did anybody raise this argument? So why this argument now? And the Kotoko were playing away from home. No, Mulidi has to fall by 4 points. Until nobody should raise this argument about Yamu because at that particular point, so I agree with Fred. Says so you even Real Madrid and Barcelona, Liverpool, Manchester United in the life, some more at home. Or more winning more games at home by comparing them to away games. But the fact of the matter is that this is the same league and na Kotokobo Accra. Now more ball boase, but they were first and they led her to fall by 4 points. So why this argument all of a sudden? A game about Sunday before the game, it was all over the place by Kotoko supported that Umbesha half. And they've said it time and again, Accra Sports Stadium, you're home. And you'll be on the castle, man. Upon one of my casa and climb home. Into a game now lose. I don't know why you start all these arguments all of a sudden. Second to come up.
The argument can be made. It's only home. But I'm saying, every season now one like this season now because Kotoko under the circumstance, probably almost fire the traveling. I catch you say even from me, if you see behind the desk, we administrator, look at the money that goes into it. what I say, match be able to coin. Match be able to coin. One guy you pay hotel cry. Obuasi day it's okay. You can travel from Kumasi and go to Obuasi and come back without sleeping. But don't go about Accra. You travel and go and sleep normal. Do you see behind the decks a setback? A double quite check Accra say you playing away from home and that you are spending so much and traveling normal players normal. So you won't get a smooth a season like say and Kawo Bo. I will Kumasi Stadium. Smooth win. So I agree 100%. But that argument can be made at the end of the season, not in relation to that particular Sunday match. No, a different matter.
All right. Sir, Yakoba, Newton, Obia Sembi Odebaye, say, I've now realized why Newton was so bold in saying Asante Kotoko could concede as many as 3 goals. All along, I thought we had very solid defense in Abib, Ganiyu, and Co. And Samba for Edwin Fredum and Ebaye. And Obusa players no call Egypt, Koji World Cup on 20 no. More money did I you no more hifa. Yenya no sisia na.
No, General Kuba.
Yon komra. Kwamiki.
General.
Kwami komra. Na fa local sorry. Why? Me match you.
FM, a new wave of excellence in radio.
Naru.
Good morning. Wakamati. Say when you say you are conspire,
no.
You may free to see other people. Some mean more conspire. Say at least one I can on the torso. It is a way you may free crime Musandia. Mati. Until me a crying Sunday no me. Sunday me was somewhere around teaching me.
Okay.
Sajo, yamubo and semino sweet. Obi besides say Olympics, Olympic Games, omo flag no. Enchirichiri mu ewum ene say enchirichiri mu. Na maybe later turn him bit mama in the flag na. 5 interlocking rings and a background white. Tokyo 2020 negusuno de enka ho, but the rings no and represented the Olympic symbol and I say symbol na Baron Pierre de Coubertin Papa France or the modern Olympics games somewhere in 1913 and we introduced this ring. Now at that time even though he was not explicit but the belief was that 5 rings represented the then 5 continents. Oceania, Europe, Africa, Asia, and then America. Each one of them representing
Australia
the 5
instead of Oceania. Australia instead of Oceania.
Oh, okay. Interpretation, baby. So those 5 continents, and those rings represent. Then the various colors, blue, yellow, red, black, and then green. And of course, the official, background here white. Ochre say all the continents are take part, and as a nations are take part in the modern Olympics games. At least we be colors or flag no colors in our way mu. And only the main reason so this Olympic flag buy. And I think so we interlock and so the unity Olympic game, the Olympic spirit at the one I see I can see Baku Ensu Bisai say the General Secretary of Ghana Football Association, Ura Prosper Harrison Ado Esquire, Achroye say Asante Kotoko mani tipaye. Na adan na ho General Secretary bekwa ko say Asante Kotoko mani tipaye. Sa asem na okan na fair na opinion opinion. Say yo mamen kan exactly what Prosper Harrison Ado Ekaye on the Venue Media Officers platform. So and now Obuasi Venue Media Officer no de to say a commentator being taken out of the stadium for saying Asante Kotoko's penalty was a dubious one. For your attention at lawyer Prosper Harrison Ado and a Prosper betray. Oh, Asante Kotoko SC. My headaches are being added to every day. What is his name and the station? So we apologize. My dream is first of all, one kasa Kotoko man problems. Name mo say the Asante Kotoko. There be a mimiti paya me one Kotoko the B count. My headaches are being added to. That's what is there. And I was crazy. Asante Kotoko. My headaches are being added to every day. Yeah, every day. Debbie, Nitipa and the Bibeka. Debbie, Nitipa and the Bibeka. On Casacoto, Manitipa, Debbie. Sir, I mean, I show us a can, but it's good to to me. Or say, oh, Asante Kotoko FC. Mimi Tipaeno, Debbie, Kotoko. Okay. Yeah, Mitipa and the Bibeka, Debbie. Not as a one. Se tipaye no o tipaye dada how na adwuma tipaye in this case no adwuma eseso oye ene niam eseso otu ho anamon ena da bi ba beka me obisam say fair meka say sebi on kasem boni bia me
depends on nipana or can say no city as about Prosper kan
onon pod o kan say
tipaye o Kotoko Mitipa and the BAB Becca. Also, the Abbas and Ocasa, oh, Kotoko. A be a team for because oh, a Biana, oh, as gold, oh, hard to folk. There be a Mitipa and be a Becca. Una, there be a mum tipa, Debbie. Okay. I know, I mean, tears. Okay.
Sir, I say, oh, yeah, oh, some rising be in tree. Send us the camera for no.
Fatosuna kind, Fatosuna. I am a Tosuna non kind.
Aha.
I know Gusuno.
Yes, Broffer say. Mama, me tipa no. And I make show bibi kakra do. Wadaroma.
I know with you.
Many of them say, Chi Kasem, Yanka. Oma, me tipa no, there be a bibe count.
Sano kai. I said, woman, me tipa de bibe.
So we know. What's it?
Kasa, one kind of Okano. One Kasa Kotoko, woman, me tipa and the bibe can one Kasa.
Brofo interpretation I dey bachi no.
Nti na try.
No na me try say. Say wo call it direct send ya wa try no wo brofo mu a. Any obeka no nya wo kan.
No one go direct. Na wo go
na yen kan sta so otwi kasem.
Come on me.
Wo try ni say ya. No nche say aye say wo ye ka twi say me ko. No wa ko twi me ko. Yen kan me ko yen try me ko. Yen try me ko. Be kan me ko. What the way ka uma mi tipa ye no wo di bi be keka ho yen ka twi sa wo di tipa ye bi a ye bibi a de be keka ho e di da bi amuma mi tipa ye sa na twi no kire sa twi no ne ka enti da bi amuma mi tipa ye
okay me ko ne mereko we are fast
a different crowd a different crowd so you my entwa and some
what that trees as be the wood
top talents omane Tamale cities and a bebom and other games and so young wise and has and a airborne a tram divisa and so any Legon cities mediamani great Olympics Omina Sharks and Yetema youth but Genoa Momese match because between Legon cities and Fire Rangers no Ghana Football Association but more general secretary Uchirimu my SSC no situation is the city.
The disciplinary committee are handling the matter, and then the decision will come out, and once it come out, then we'll have our way very clear, and then progress. And so that is why it is ideal to have it Legon City stroke Fire Rangers awaiting the decision. Okay, and once the decision come, I'm sure everything will be clear.
Okay, so the decision is likely to come out before the next round.
Indeed, that's the assurance from the committee.
Prosper Harrison, Ghana Football Association General Secretary, what the two jade Fire Rangers in Legon cities are was Mackenzie, a Basson Wilson Atta, a FA Cup chairman general, one also chims a round of 16 in Shisha Maye at the Mac clubs in Yana.
For this round of 16, and the winner, every participating club, all the 16 clubs, are walking home with 5,000 Ghana cedis.
Okay.
And then they get full support, and those traveling. Okay. And we look at the distance you are traveling, and then we package something for you. Okay. And then each club gets 500 Ghana cedis empty and top-up card.
Okay. Today.
When see and someone was an atta with their tuja or my clubs no sika wa walk long distance or mama fuel or mama sika the tofu and it credited the memo munina wo metima cheche mu so dia man and dia fa FA Cup no General Bekaya abrantie friend no Eric Oforientwi wo mo tro krata mediama for tro krata the Ghana Football Association say wo mo hwehwe na omu hu no last week and the krata no koi na nam se krata no ko na brante no a report e wo mediama and nano pay oko training grounds are oko akoyi training nanso oko no da tumpanyifo anim se we pra kakra intina ontimi emba training no nti se de you know our report e wo Mediama Sporting Club Eric Oforientwi was na we pra intina those times ina no na ontimi emba e training
ordinarily ordinarily, so prasa you report to medical, we say they will assess you and then make recommendations as to where basic attention on normal. But you on your own do not decide how best on your even if you decide how best on your you have to inform who team paying for no more green light. So be prayer. Yes, a coin is also a person with your dear Druko, but I saw you permission from your club before you can go.
Everyone was a prayer and the team in your west were prayer. Now, Ofi. Na ombedu FCC ehwe e boy na ira ehwo na enyem nwanwa so say how to folk list as you could please na ala wadi and what's going on
tala wana can contract be 3 months na sa
has do mutimi ni obi adi nkomo
has players omo beto for season
asa ya tiala wa
mame fan so na fe me
boss man him
okay friend Mediama players me nsa na to say has actually omo Olympics mienu Asante Kotoko Bako and so far.
Listen names.
Names in the Kotoko Mate Felix Annan for Kotoko Great Olympics Mate Ashikwe Samuel Ashikwe and Mate Glassen Awako and Oko Mediama Swa almost 3 midfielders no na match
on the Africa. All right,
prepare for Africa.
On prepare for Africa. Yes.
We'll be a daring. Africa.
Okay. Enti ya share. Mami mra ho first. Not clear the Kotoko defense as I'm now the buy. Yeah.
General. I think it's a football a repetitive action. Adia seen the same thing bet me see. Adia the same thing bet me see. Across the season ya you wumi. Every 90 minutes bia Kotoko concede 7 chances. Asana 90 minutes best on Kotoko concede 7 chances across the 90 minutes. But season
who concede chance and
more allow position
to create scoring
chances 7 minimum.
Yes. On the average, not just a 12 minutes be a position about box with a clear cut chance on between their top net. So general, so this season I concede 18 goals. Overall 217 chances and over more position, but a position that take advantage of just 18 times per. Meaning so position now are clinical enough. So against certain opponents, or more very sharp up front, it's a mediama. Now I can hear a mediama beat me 2 goals. Now the other two 7 by 31 games from about not just 217 chances and over more position. Now has folk a critique 11 chances. Averagely 90 minutes BR. Averagely 11 chances. Unsan and say Bash Beka say has been working on their finishing. It was a decision between condition and striking. And will be at key sides. After game, Eric Bakri be make his statement. He say, "Yeah, check has for on doping test. On one edge of the ball game, now what do. Based on the fact that energy has ball legon and the ball Olympics, as I be walk kotoko, unreal. Now checking games I has spoke about this season. General 11 chances, be crass out to go. Yet they remain the second best attack, just behind Dreams on 44 goals. Hasford on 43. Apart from the they remain the second best attack. So averagely, Kotoko about 2 goals. Almost considered 2 goals per 90 minutes. So coming up against second best attack, looking at the quantum of chances on more for the opposition. So Hasford can stay very clinical. Input general, me prediction, me so statistically. Meteso, I could have gone for 4-1 or even 5-1. Yes. Meteso. Me de 20 taka semicham say me fa niam afoforo bi nka ho enti meteso. But purely statistics, now can make for 5 or 4-1. Because has folk create enough chances I come stay clinical and ka general ye check about season ka has folk etwam about 60 goals. Enya 43 no one nam no. O ma bododo na to agu. Hasfolk are wasting about 60% of our chances of creating. 60% of their chances have gone waste. So looking at chances that could offer, chance that has a creative coming up against that opposition, it gave an idea. So some of the sides to buy the game they could concede more. Tactically, Kotoko have never been consistent. Football is consistent and on a builder rhythm. So they change today, they change tomorrow. Ebasa when you're that consistent and compact. And it gave an idea coming up against a very strong opponent. I had an idea, so no, because me I consider more.
I see. Now, untimimfa one mbaki nsema okay.
You bet me a beam nyambo
now.
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right. Narrow. Yes. I'm now away. Legon City is the Fire Rangers and some as a still a clever me. Was there any move this week?
Yeah, sir, to say no. Legon City is there. GFA and I say FA Cup committee, a draw Legon Cities versus Fire Rangers. And because of Fire Rangers problem, I say Omasuma could the disciplinary committee of Ghana Football Association. Ama koye say yenkanwe omuntuminsia kensi. For freshers and also for starters in Lagos, Fire Rangers throw the command GFA say Omutim no Moguno. We should consider the club defunct. Then 24 hours later, Omuchro Krata they withdraw the first one. GFA say they be them run a football. So when you throw the Basel club no Oguno, you consider as defunct. Untimin sans sorry prekupena yen shall say as a bobo. In Tiadani Asamnama disciplinary committee say this in a same say Umusun Sabroba. Now I'm only Legon Cities and Kobo. League Premier or the Division 1 league match and so it been so on moment to me and so down until so Becca what it means and said the game will continue to be outstanding. And me assure say a basa wow ni no game but bedru baby no one here be compile.
As me say almost yes one can read that though.
The expectation is this week here. Ebeba out.
Okay.
Utie Henry Asante Nkomo oni general secretary Nkomo na cheze bibi fufuro ba me bomu a ebi omo the verdicts mbeba this very week here by Wednesday. And me GFE send when you omunye no mumfa omo verdict no emrantem as we speak. Olympus has to book case in that so that Joshua Rule verdict in my another important issue so more money break about on Alawa
now won't you Fire Rangers Lagos cities no won't you
say emfanya
ebu idea asem
yes say the emfanya asem because you
are meeting the Fire Rangers so munyina yi
they are teaching some nibi
as a second letter no amanso ebia bibi be say last week there
okay say maybe
but Harry Asante can be sao and a prosper sabe
no copy no correct Harry no copy
and I want to know more can
verdict about this week beba ubakaya 24 hours second letter ne by me kan has a Fire Rangers in penny for nyame ni penny mini amumpa nkrofo no mun kopacho because we jai sem rather than taking the course are here on bebre e was asem we
na di omo no ngobacho
oh yeah say omo association they belong to the same association they have aired not against a particular person they've aired against the system so they can do something about it but maybe when say so we see omo ja omo so omo de mrapa na ye adwuma de a one here no maso akoyeshi because your GFA no yen sori preoccupation member se ugu no na say ye gitum sampa ogu wa free mo a as a chance even who bakra bia be free bay division 3 san wa qualify by division 2 and san wa by division 1 it is a omuso okra tenum sampa ya giatum utim no ogu ni ho bi mo a it doesn't just take a one page letter to restate you a dice
process okay. Yeah, friends here. Na yanko other stories. So, go fetch a mammy rouse. Okay, no. Go yala wadi.
No problem.
Oh, we want some bicana Fire Rangers ne Legon cities there. Oh no. Michael Abbey uses more answer the question. No, how to focus and take to go Eura channel. No, we are the judicium the room. Television the whole world will be here. No, but I think if you know more supervisors are the way.
I think Michael Abbey or aficionado.
The has for us.
Na no officer Monday me raise am crack I say normal na test game. And
question no there ba.
But you can't me the buy. Honestly I can't. But I just want to remind you say Adechi Monday na me can want some ha. Me boa. So okay. Me can want some more.
What exactly did they do? Flower na show must watch.
No, yeah, from the time they say Nyama no Jenfi all the players.
Almost all the players.
No, Okotoko players.
And Nyama no to good stance.
Yes. And House of Folk players so omo nyina so share Flower no. Especially omo ba bench and one am di kan hu omo better bench no. Obi obi pia no to goalkeeper no. Ba omo nyina.
Na ade amra na GF the video. Amra bi anyway. So amra bi na show say oba park anti Flower.
No, but also the papa fire football.
We can speak against. Yeah, we can speak against. But you see, maybe
Mr. Ropa, yeah, no, maybe we don't conclude. Some Rabian who Rabian only be doing. They are prescribed equipment for football matches.
Wow, everybody.
They are prescribed equipment for football matches. Wait, it can amount to those things now. If in a bit my charge, then find you. I'm telling you. It may conclude say there's nothing maybe anyway.
Mobet to mama memre chere say play a park so to for Flower and Shana so.
Yen trying to say Oba me Flower and Shana. Foreign material. I say I prescribe equipment for football matches.
Can I finish?
Yenti narrate you.
Omanya inspection. Officiating officials. Omanya inspection. All players in one. Didn't they do inspection?
No them time Omanya inspection.
Free time on the mobile. No,
so don't conclude. You may ask questions. You may ask questions. Meba, Frank, Meba. You may ask questions, but do not conclude. Say, Mrebian who bet me. Inspections are done. anything omu inspections no even to the sense but you socks na shame no say me truck ma GFA say and I say CAF or FIFA say match bobo no socks we na me sha say me the tape be so I say the same color even tape solid tape na me the on some the chire na say be tape ni we see no I say the same color say immediately na be different color no represent foreign material and a part of the approved equipment for the match. I'm saying, sir, even under pant, social white panther, sir, even a shower, say stretch in a shower, it must be the same color. And I'm saying, sir, so you be different from the approved way, they can charge you. You don't conclude. Sir, there's no law.
We know a quantity juju na kabum 2 teams ni na.
We should try and eschew that. Yes, no man.
I can tell you, yes.
When you do this, and at the end of it, Uluswa.
Come on, now, so I'm walk out. Come on, walk out. So I need a ceremony on
the two
biggest.
Yes. In the country,
is the way we now listen now about referee, and I'm a common to myself. Now, about referee, baby, are the coins in any port demand, because coins in pass, in control ball, and more ball check, and my endurance, and my stamina. Into we now Koluswa, then you go to the person. You don't attack the coach, you don't attack the referee.
Rosalinda.
What do we ask us much?
Everybody, Rosalinda.
And you think you cannot be punished.
And we as uncle and farmer, you come and blame media, you blame innocent people. Said you, Omunya. Inti Debia Maka,
Omo. Flower, they're trying to forget me not.
Mickey can
forget me not.
Tell you, we
let's try clearly our country.
Let's try this
baby, your mama.
Was it FN some of them nasi for more?
And I can say, am I frank and conclude this say some of these things one of some of these things, you know. For instance, match commissioner the reporter but no true me say after inspection, you know, the players ecofa foreign materials and the common one. You can be charged and you bet my fine. Me conclude say there's no punishment for some of these.
There's other stories say. Andy.
Yeah. Ala wakitu ebine place na anamiki kana ya agadas. Glass na wako. Ajinim de ofie season ni be ya wabeko has. Eric Oforiantwi and then Samuel Ashikui. Intermediate ma place me ansana wo me ya agadas. Ajinim na tisi ne contract e wunti ofie. And Eric Oforiantwi. Tell you me advice kitu before alawa. Ofri kotokono ni miseme sha ase ene enseme baaya. No be him send the career and a bad thing for him to come back. Or call media man. At least when you call up to the local blasters, at a point he was even considered for the main blasters. Or call league matches or my bonny competition I have bar. Every BISN can media me Virginia media me Virginia on one another put in the moon. Anya she crown or call no team consistency in career and letting abasro. Because in some by before he move into that place, no be himself be killing the confidence. So free media man, free ho in peace. And you can also say jedim boni biao. That is my advice to him. And your media man obebako. It is possible so a person or joining us, and I know there is a contact. So possibly he may join us to folk at the end of the season. I also come teaching because by men start as so home baby. Richmond ayi wo ho nko ba bia Richard Ata ho nko ba bia nti wo kwa competition ne wo ho aha the only competition you are facing your Frank Boateng because that cost the matches no na bi and he said yo player no so person the career akọ and the talent na chance ye no bia nim se be kona onye discipline ye key I beating a man career na akosoro issues are on try to sort out with him penning for no na onya good name and san free wako. So that is my advice to Alawa.
Oh, but okay. But me we from Tentebia na me refi kala Enuana or London no.
Reverend
Reverend Charles Usu Echao ya tin onya mfi aduonum mienu 52 kala refi kala de bi oba hai Enua pa na mamba ko papa ba ko na nyambo achina na 1 week no baso ewo atwuma afase bon. In him is live school. Ben agree komwase new site. Eho na 1 week no ebebaso. Di na yonkore nkuja kala refikala.
Kalabule. We suffer.
Yeah. We suffer we don't name. Okay.
But Frank Boateng I think has done well.
Yeah.
Unibibi. Oko Mediamano. I was afraid for him. because of Alawa. Who was good, when number one was good. All of a sudden, we renew a contract. And then you had that boldness, no confidence, or call Mediama, and for me to have worked the way Mediama number one, I think he's done well. Because I was afraid for him, I kind of crouch. Send one on Wasa or like a system anymore. We're number one, Ashanti good. Renew contract, and then China say normal baby, renew a jai.
Goalkeepers are mobile to be a no.
Now, Comediama baby, I recover you. No, Timako fight here by number one. I think say he's done well. He deserves some.
But one thing has worked well for him.
What is that?
The guy who probably helped him a lot at Ashgold, Beno, is now the goalkeepers trainer at Beno, at Mediama. In Pempi, goalkeepers trainers, so yeah, no more trust. Keepers be style or more pay.
All right, no, but
no, they can't hold you know. He's worked well, all right.
No, but Tama Beno Woho, Naya Frank number one, Naya Jojo number one. What I say, Tama Beno Woho, I was good, no. It wasn't from Watting and number one. Timmy, Naya Frank Watting number one. I was there. What I'm saying, Beno left to Heart of Folk, and son of Frank Watting by number one.
Let no one be deceived. Heart of Folk are at the top with the assistance of referees. Clear penalties against them are ignored. Questionable and dubious penalties and red cards were awarded against their opponents. You all know this. Let's be real. Lawyer Kwame Boafu. Then a lawyer doesn't buy. I said,
lawyer, first of all, come on, or can't me or me short, me can story in actually. Or take it in now, or often the Kotokomachi, or no Kotokoni Kunichi will be so on the mature. Aha. And I was saying, 70 also, we are no record in the Yakanonti. If you call to be an obiti, the Biokani, I can't want them, but now, Auntie, Andy, Internamicasana. Lawyer told me, it will be a program there on me say, maybe a no record. Yeah, I can't you, about no biti. So, no Kotokondo offend the agro into your country to be international.
Okay, the top 8 came to kill that beautiful off-season tournament. Let's maintain the top 4 and ignore the top 8. We should rather use prize money to bring competitiveness in the league. What is Wafayamwa Ponko talking about? What is Wafayamwa Ponko talking about? Because Asante Kotoko lost to Heart of Folk, so Nanaya Mponsa is not fit to lead Asante Kotoko. During his days with Asante Kotoko, did Kotoko win every league match? Did Kotoko win every league title? Wafayamwa Ponko should know that the old days of even if we beat Heart of Folk and lose the league, we are okay, it's past and gone. Orlando filmmaker Asokwa Ensonedi we Enso Abreye. And then I actually happen. I don't know. Yeah.
Joe, once again, some
realize now.
Because we were a studio, now we are kakra. When we say I never knew me name da. Say Joe Agana. Oh, photographer, said that house photographer.
Oh, sir.
See from your neighbor say 1 week watch now. Miss what? Nambusa Martin. So I na who torn na fide. Oh, Joe, would the winning Yamenko? Oh, Madame Fopa, I shame papa. I never knew. You do not move neighbor. Or China 1 week. Oh, Bantama method is only Bantama for. Joe and in your cobna. I'm faster in the agro. Bantama methods in the agro. Joe, with the mayor, sir.
Na MBA lines, you know. One for Mumra na Mometre Madri. Upon comes as well, can be. Emma and pressure Ebano Sono and that's a good work. 0551444933 with my friend Nafi also watch what drink a crack or Jumedino Eso Asani PGM Dumienu Ali Baba Dan Kambari Abatrasi the breaking news no Atwaso Amaye. Hello. Amoni Atunka.
Oh, yeah, dear.
Young Padu, I'm on in house.
I'll show you how to yeah. That's a papa. Because last year, this is a agreement. But of course, young and even to but the actual movie do quite more happening. Why not? You go to compare young promotion as they do. That doesn't tell you.
May you have removed. Okay, Oberfrim now for and so Abba. And some more Canadiano, Bahau. Hello. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir. You.
Fẹ́ bi si mo nka fẹ́ man so do bia.
Okay, yet you.
Got to call bo ma ba so.
Peja on ni kakra man why?
Yem fa ha se lose na lose ye no pam ti achi. Yeah, when next match no.
Okay, yo. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, Manso Edubia F4 Ina. Do me no say the man me page ma li baba dan kambari. And so at the breaking news no atwa so. Okay. Hello. Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning. You have Nana Sebo, me Frevi and crying.
Okay, yo, Nana Ethiopia.
Yeah. So yo, near me better make can say. Yeah. Near me better make can say. Yeah, in Kotoko for ye penny for no. Amon shebi, she kumasi kakake that way. So yo, any coaches are your way. And in ye new be bit me as county, Ediama Kotoko Timmy. Yet tin kumasia na house abefa here. Prayer Kotoko has a befa prayer kumasi not in the concrete. So it's high time I will say yem penny for no omunsia bibi. But that's it.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, and crown for and so anyna. Sir, commentators and sports analysts like you all say, put the ball at the back of the net. How? Put the ball at the back of the net, meaning score the goal. I think this should mean miss scoring. Help us clarify this. Okay, hello.
Hello, Sir Joe.
Good morning.
Good morning. Amau, me katafri Asama. Ewa kra.
Okay, Amau at you.
Yeah. Sir Joe. Saturday, no, before the crash of the tank towns, no. Panel members, no, science analysis, in fact, Newton Latte, Ebon Watting, Edino War. After it all, or the prediction, Yamini Ukraine Kotoko and Tiasie, Emma will confirm with the course at Baoso and Yagro. But no cre and all catcher on Munamanti. At the end of the day, no Ukraine is dead. Yamini Ukraine Newton. Yamin Sano, Shani Maya, meaning so show Munina to meet me pay Omunina by Newton, they're exceptional. My winning corner on my wife. Yamin Sano, okay.
And that's it. I'm just saying, I agree with narrow submission on top 4. I think the competition is more of money making than football or sporting purposes. So teams that will help get fans will definitely be roped in. Andy Derry, a message also the brain. I don't know. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Good morning.
Morning. Good morning. Morning.
Hello.
Morning. Yeah, morning.
Why not? I can say.
I'm really
Sa pejane ni kakramaya why?
Within the king.
Okay, kid yet you kasa free.
Yo, kasa free body.
Okay, me and you.
Yo, and that's it. Oh, you mapa. And kasa free body. Yo, and that's what you mapa modi. Now, that's a protocol. They should accept the defeat. Kasa will go away more. About matches away, over matches home or a leg in an able. At the point in time, as me Accra, Team Yabana or Chapel a perfect time. You buy some go to buy Alabama as a Accra by a radio, no go area. They should accept it because a point in time has home away from home. And so you have your leg. One when you do, they are show no Munyin Tum.
All right. Munyin Tum, there has